What's going on, guys? Squishy Muppets here, and today's video is the 8th episode of Road to Grand Champion. And first off, I'd just like to say thank you all for 16,000 subscribers. That's absolutely insane. I did upload that 15,000 subscriber montage. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check it out. Link will be in the description. But let's get straight into our first game, and it is against Barber. We're going to do our diagonal kickoff, which I will be uploading a tutorial for in the next week. So sometime in the next week, there will be a tutorial for this kickoff. That time I did do a fake kickoff, and that's perfectly fine, especially if you play it out like I just did. So I did the fake kickoff, got possession from the fake kickoff, took one or two touches, and power shotted because he was out of position. He had to grab his boost. So that was just overall a really nice play from me, and very smart time to use the fake kickoff right at the beginning of a game because they will have no idea what you do. If you do a fake kickoff halfway through the game, that's also perfect because they won't be expecting it. Now, I believe I was going for like an air dribble or a double touch to try to get a goal there, but I was just a little bit off on my first jump. So here I see him faking it, but it's not really that dangerous of a challenge the way he was going at me. So all I had to do was just take the ball, put it into the corner, and make sure he really had no way of scoring it. So now I'm going to take my time because he's not going to rush this. If I'm that close to the ball, he has no reason to be rushing that. So I'm going to take one or two touches and go for a power shot. That was a very nice save from him, well challenged. Overall, just a pretty poor power shot from me. I had a lot of time, a lot of space, and I could have shot that a lot better. So here I'm going to take possession again, and he just challenged me really early, and I was expecting him to challenge there. That's why I flicked it, guys. So I cannot see him visually. In that situation, you cannot see your opponent. You just have to guess when they're going to challenge you, or you can kind of go off sound, but I play with music, so I don't use sound. But pretty much, you have to guess when they're going to challenge you, and if you can guess correctly, you're going to get a goal out of it, and if you can't guess correctly, you're going to get 50-50'd and possibly get scored on because of it. So there was just a kickoff goal. I won the kickoff to the left, and then I took an easy shot. Here I did my kickoff way too quick, so I overdid the flips on my kickoff, and it just left me in a really poor spot, and the ball just went straight by me. I'm going to take possession again here and try to go for a power shot. I just shot a little bit too far over. He's in a bad spot to recover to go for that, but he still made it back before me because I didn't flip. So I wasn't flipping back, guys. I did not have that much boost, but if I flipped back, I could have made it there before him. I'm not sure what I did there. Would have been an easy save. The best bet for that situation would have been to just throw the ball to a wall, grab boost, and then try to go for possession again. So here he got a nice little bump, but he has no choice really but to go back. And I'm going to have easy saves here. He's just trying to waste time. So these hits, they aren't dangerous hits against me. They're trying to waste time. So if you see they're low on boost, they're going to be making as many hits as possible so they can throw it to a side, go back, pick up the boost, and try to get that save. But there I kind of read what he was going to do. Took a very easy shot because he just went for the wrong boost overall. So it was just a misplay from him. He could have done better, and that was actually a very nice save for me. I used a half flip to save it off the post and get a nice clear out of it. And if you guys do want a half flip tutorial, I will be putting one out within the next 2 weeks. Kickoff tutorial will be first since most of you want that one to come out first. So that was just a very poor shot for me. I didn't need to take a shot like that. That was also a half flip off the wall if you guys are wondering what that was. That was just a really weird half flip, and it does help you recover a lot quicker than if you just jumped off the wall and started heading back. So I go for an aerial here, and it's not that risky of an aerial because he really has no choice but to try to throw it to the side. I gotta wait for him here. He might make a bad hit, and that's what I'm looking for. He doesn't have boost, so I'm gonna try to take possession from him. So as soon as I notice he has no boost, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get the ball and just try to get possession going. That's actually a very nice save from him. Well done to read it. Now when someone's coming at you with an air dribble, it may look scary, but really all you have to do is wait till they're at their maximum height and just try to 50-50 it out anywhere but your net. You don't want them to be able to get a 50-50 in the middle of your net because that, most of the time, will just push straight through you from my experience. That's what I've seen. Just like what happened right there. I just tried to do an air dribble on him from the wall, and it ended up just going straight through him because he let me 50-50 on him in the middle of the net, and that's what's going to happen most of the time. So really when it comes to air dribbles, all you have to do is practice your positioning and when you try to challenge it, because that is the most important part, and that's what would lead to a goal or a save. So that was just the kickoff goal. I did a really poor kickoff again. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing this match for kickoffs, but that is the proper kickoff you want to do right there. And it does go in, and that's the kickoff tutorial I will be doing this week, so be ready for that. And it does work the majority of the time. It depends on who you're playing against and how their kickoff is, because some people are really good at counter kickoffs, and that's when that kickoff wouldn't work, is if they're good at counter kickoffs. So this time it was a little bit different. It bounced straight up, but because I saved boost after the kickoff, I was able to shoot that and the opponent probably didn't think I still had boost because I had just taken kickoff. So overall, that was just a very nice play. And that guy must have been pretty high ranked because that got us from Division 4 Challenger Elite to Division 4 Rising Star. That is crazy. Getting a whole 5 divisions off of one guy, that is absolutely insane. I'm going to skip the queue for you guys so you don't have to watch that searching thing. Let's go. Alright guys, so the next game is against OG Breadcrumb. He is a PS4 player. He was a friend of mine back when I used to play on PS4. He is a pretty good player, and this was a fun game to play, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I don't exactly remember what happened, but let's get into the analysis. So guys, for some reason on the day of recording this, my kickoffs weren't the greatest, so I wasn't really winning as many as I normally would, and I wasn't getting as many kickoff goals as usual. So it was just a little bit weird, and I had to get used to not having possession off kickoff, which is a little different for me because I'm used to getting possession right off kickoff and eventually getting a goal out of it after just constant pressure. So I was playing a little bit different on this day. It wasn't a bad different, but it was just I wasn't playing like myself, I felt like. But that was actually a very nice shot from him. I put myself in a bad defensive position, and that's the only reason why I couldn't save it. It was very savable if I faced the ball, but I just put myself in a bad spot. That's about it. So I did lose kickoff, like I was saying. He does get possession here, but he just throws it away because he notices he doesn't really have a shot at it. So I decided to go for some double touch slash air dribble kind of shot. Didn't really work out, but in the end I ended up bumping him. And because of that bump, we had a free goal, and that will make it 1-1 in this match. So here he jumped right as I bumped him, and that's what really launched him as far as it did. If he didn't jump, he would have only got bumped a little bit. But when you get hit and then you jump at the same time, you go a lot farther than you normally would. So here I read his hit pretty well. I followed up quicker than he expected, and I just challenged straight away. And that was a really aggressive play and something I don't think he thought I was going to do. So overall it was smart, but it was kind of risky at the same time. So I did the fake kick off here. I will get possession out of this. And that is smart for me because if you take the wall hit there, your car will end up very far in front of you, and you will have a very bad time recovering back from that. So I should have challenged a lot earlier there, but instead I make a half flip challenge, which worked out pretty damn well, I'm not gonna lie. And now I do have possession again on this, and he made a nice clear to the side. That buys him enough time to get back to goal. I'm gonna take a poor power shot, but it's fine because now I have time to get boost, and this is the pressure I'm talking about right here. I have constant pressure on him until he'll eventually break and I'll get a goal, and that's exactly what you want. You can play ones like it's threes, but you're the only one keeping that pressure. So as long as you can keep that pressure, they'll have no escape, and you can constantly keep taking shots at them until you get that goal. And that's exactly what I did in that situation. So here, I'm going to take possession. I will do a fake jump, and that just gets him not to challenge the ball, but he challenged very, very well after I did the fake jump. And that's when it's safest to challenge. Right when someone's doing that fake jump and they're about to land, you will have a pretty free challenge if you challenge that correctly. So I decided to take a shot and start up the pressure here. So now I'm going to head back because I realized I have no challenge. I used the half flip to head back a lot faster than I normally would. I put myself in net so I could stop most shots, wait for him to make a poor flick, and then just take a very easy clearance. He tried to save time with that hit, but all it did was put him in a worse position than it normally would. Now if he had popped it higher, it would have gave him more time, and he would have had enough time to get the boost and head back to net, but it just didn't work out like he wanted it to. But it was smart what he was going for. He did get possession again off kickoff here, so I have no choice but to head back and try to get the save, and that's exactly what I did. I beat him to it, and now I'll have a pretty free goal if I take the shot on target. And I did. That was actually a very nice shot. That is the backflip power shot, and if you guys do want a tutorial on that, I can do that as well. I've had one in the past, but that was about 6 or 7 months ago, and I wasn't great at this game yet, so now that I know how to do everything for the most part, I can give you guys a ton of tutorials that will be very helpful for you if you really need it. Just if there's any tutorial you guys want to see, let me know down in the comments, and if I'm already not working on it, I'll be sure to start on it. And if I see enough people requesting something, I'll try to get that out as fast as possible. But here you won kickoff again, so really my kickoffs weren't doing great today, like I said. So that's not exactly how I play my ones. I enjoy getting the possession off kickoff and just taking that free shot, but every time he's gotten possession off of his kickoffs, he hasn't done much with it, and it's just ended up in me getting a free goal because he kind of just hands the ball over and I have enough boost to finish it. Now this is the kickoff that I normally win the most, and I can't even win this one. So that's how you know I'm having a poor kickoff day, when I can't even win the one that I'm most consistent with. So here I'm going to take possession of the ball. I'm just going to dribble it around. And I made a really poor flick. Or maybe I was going for a bump. I'm not exactly sure. That might have been the play. But I bodied him off the ball. Grabbed the boost. So he's low on boost. Now all I have to do is wait for him to give me that possession. Stay close to the ball. That's exactly what I'm doing here. And he has no boost. So I have to remember that. So now what I'm going to do is play the ball to the wall. Grab myself some boost. Wait for him to make his dribble play. And then try to come back afterward. So we tried to do like a delayed flick. It didn't work, and I ended up getting another free goal out of it because that kind of shot puts you in a bad position for one. And a lot of players need to recognize that if you're taking a shot that's that risky, you have to score it or else it's going to be a goal against you if you're playing somebody good. So I finally did win the kickoff that I'm used to winning, and he just had a pretty nice clear to the side. Bought him enough time, and I'm going to try to get a shot off here. And he made a save on that. I'm going to keep pressure though, even with 0 boost. Now I have time to get my boost, get ball possession, and try to get another shot on target. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And that was a very close double touch. It would have been a nice shot. It would have been almost impossible for him to save unless he early jumped. But that was a very, very nice shot. Good attempt. And he's just going for something that's a little bit risky, and he has no angle on the shot here, so I'm not worried. Going to go for another half flip challenge, put me in a good position. He's going to try to cut out the ball. I'll grab his boost. Head back, he's going to have nothing, and now I have time to start up the pressure again and get another shot going. He plays it off to the side, but he ends up in his goal here, so I'm going to have more pressure going on him. So he expected me to flick, and I knew that, so all I did was just a very, very simple drop off the car, which is kind of a mind game, and he just had to jump over me because he thought I was going to flick, and he went for the dunk. At this point, the score is 9-1. We have a very solid lead. All you need to do in this situation, keep possession. No need to score any more goals. I think I go for some more shots because why not, right? You have a really big lead. You can go for risks. He went for something because he has to. At this point, he has to be aggressive. And he did end up making it back in time, which is actually a very nice recovery and a really, really good save. I wasn't expecting that. And he really has no choice but to go for riskier plays in this situation. Because he's so many goals down, he has to get one, and even if it ends up in his net, it doesn't really matter. He just needs to do whatever he can to get one, and that's exactly what he did. Now it's too late in the game for him to bring it back and win, but at least it brings the scoreline closer, and it doesn't make the game look like so much of a blowout. So I did a really, really weird kickoff there for the last one because we already won the game, and I knew that. He ended up scoring a very nice 0-second goal. Well done from him. And that will be the second game of this episode and the last game of this episode. And I'm thinking if we keep it up like this, within like 10 to 15 episodes, I think we can already be in the purple ranks, like really easily in the purple ranks, guys. So thank you guys for all the support. You guys have been absolutely insane. We're almost at 20,000 subscribers already. That is crazy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.